to another episode, guys. Happy Friday. Thank you guys for being here. Guys, so we got some action. We got a tease that it looks like is we already knew, right? We already knew it was coming, but we're being shown a little hint of the new outfit, of the new suit, which is very exciting, right? We also, I believe, we have the pre-order queue for the black and gold Iron Man Mark 7. So we're going to get into that, guys. So let's wait for a few of you guys to come in, and then we'll get started. Thank you guys for being here. Let's see who's in here real quickly before we get started. I messaged Nefty, and Nefty, we have to figure out what to do with Nefty because Nefty does not get his messages or notifications. So it looks like we may be starting a GoFundMe for Nefty for an iWatch for him to get notifications on his phone because he is completely MIA right now, and he just checked his phone 10 minutes ago. So it's insane. So we got to figure out what to do with him with his notifications. But let's see. We got Derek in the house. How are you, my friend? Welcome. Thank you for being here, my friend. Welcome. Let me see. All right. Let's see who else is in the house. The busiest man in show. I feel like I haven't streamed. What's today? Today's Friday. I only streamed on Tuesday with Rudy. Shout out to Rudy, who's being a slave at work to be able to afford his in-art garbage. Rudy! We got Joker Dre in the house. How are you, my friend? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Welcome. We got Leo in the house. Welcome, my friend. Channel member. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for being a channel member for. I feel like you were like one of the very first ones, so thank you for that. We got Chadwick Boseman in the house. Welcome. Says can't spell infart without F for fabulous. This guy, unbelievable. Chadwick, how do you feel about the Black Panther 2 figure, the Shuri figure? Let us know in the chat, please. I'd like to see if you feel proud of that figure or disappointed. We got Cassandra. Welcome. Nice to see ya. We got Chris in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Welcome. We got Anthony in the house. How are you, my friend? Welcome. Thank you for being here, my friend. Another channel member in the house. Welcome. We got Mitchell Lawrence in the house. Welcome. Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Welcome. We got Albert in the house. Welcome, my friend. How are you? Welcome. We got this guy, unbelievable. We got Chris from the UK. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Welcome. What time is it over there? It's 6 a.m. over there. Is it? No, it's not. It's 6. What? It's 12 p.m. here, so it's. What time is it over there, Chris? It's got to be like in the AM somewhat, or PM. No, definitely PM. We got the Thor in the house. Welcome. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. Let's see who else is in here. If I crash. We got Luch in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Welcome. What up, my 2.0? This guy is unbelievable. We got Gilbert in the house. Welcome, my friend. Being here. Welcome. Mitchell says it's 5 p.m. here. Oh, 5 p.m. I thought so. 5 p.m. I was going to say 6 p.m., but look at that. 5 p.m. 5:06. Look at that. That's awesome. Thank you guys for being here from the UK. Shout out to the UK. I've tried the bangers and mashed. Delicious. I've tried beans for breakfast. Delicious. I've tried fish and chips. It's usually fried, just fried cod. I don't know, what the issue is, but delicious. And that's it. I don't think I've ever tried like shepherd's pie or anything like that. If I did, I don't remember. But you guys got decent food. I don't know why people say UK doesn't have food. I think that Shuri looks like a trusted member of the 1-6 community, but Mace looks like a bootleg of Kobe. These guys so disrespectful. Unbelievable.
How dare you?
Unbelievable. This guy. Unbelievable. Brad's here, not on his phone though. Yeah, because Brad's disrespectful all the time.
How dare you?
Brad! We got Axel. This guy's been MIA forever. Welcome. How you doing? Where have you been? Where have you been? Where have you been? Welcome. Let me give you a high five because I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. You got to try full English. What is that? I don't know what that is. What is a full English? Explain. Oh, man. All right, guys. So we got 14 of you guys. Please hit that like button if you don't mind. I appreciate it. And we're going to get started, guys. So very exciting news. I know some people are like, who cares, right? Michael, shout out to Michael. And so this is nothing new. Right? This is nothing new. We're going to get these forever and ever and ever. It's a diecast Mark 7 again, right? It's limited to 2,500 pieces. It says available, the announcement says available in selected markets only. I have a feeling that Sideshow's going to get a ton of them. Hopefully, right? We hope. Because if we don't, this is going to be crazy expensive from the resellers, right? It's a die-cast figure. Can guarantee you it should be 400 plus. The fact that it's limited is definitely going to make it 400 plus. Even if it was a standard release, it would be, again, being die-cast, it would be 400 plus. It's a very basic figure, if you could see, right? It comes with everything that the original Mark 7 came with, which is all this stuff. Obviously, not the pod look because it's not that type of figure. As you can see, this is not something from a movie. They labeled it Avengers, right? As you can see at the bottom. Let me see if I could get another image. Yeah, you can see at the bottom. Let me remove the banner real quick. So as you can see here, the reason why they have to label it Avengers, as you can see, MMS from a movie, right? It's because of the fact that the Mark 7 appeared in the Avengers for the very first time, right? So that's where the suit is from. The fact that it's a repaint is where you get the Hot Toys exclusive from, meaning what? What does that mean? It means that no other company in the world is making this black and gold Mark 7 because it's a Hot Toys exclusive, right? So that's where the exclusivity comes from. It's a Mark 7 directly from the Avengers, which is where the suit came from. And they're making their own style of Mark 7, which is why it's called a Hot Toys exclusive. So I mentioned, for those who watch, I mentioned that before. Where anytime you see Hot Toys exclusive, it usually means nobody's making this figure. Any other company is not touching that figure, specifically with whatever variant they make it, whatever different color of style they make it. So that's how that works, right? So the reason why we're always going to get repaints is because it's easy money. Now, with the fact that anything could be limited at any moment, just like I mentioned from the very first time we had a queue about anything, I said, this is a new game. There's no way they're going to stop this all of a sudden. Look how popular it was. Look how crazy it got. It's locking money in to Sideshow's pockets. Locked in, period. There's no, oh, well, what if somebody cancels? Yeah, if somebody cancels, guess what? Somebody else will die for that cancellation to get that notification that their wait list converted. So they're not losing out on any money. Another thing that's making them win with these new limited releases is that if you miss out on Sideshow for retail, you're gonna have to overpay overseas. Period. It's that simple. Whether it's an extra $40, $50, $60, $70, $80, whatever it is, you're gonna have to overpay. So now they really draw you in with, man, I don't want to overpay now for this item that I could hopefully get on Sideshow for retail. And if I don't, guaranteed to overpay anywhere else. And you guys know that I deal with toysforkiddos.com. Shout out to toysforkiddos.com. And even working with them, nothing is guaranteed for me. I don't get discounts like that, from them at all whatsoever. The Spider-Man, the new release of Spider-Man in the new suit from the end of the movie of No Way Home. He's selling it, the deluxe, he's selling it for $500 and change. Very expensive. Why? Again, I told you guys why he's very expensive. He goes by whatever the hype is over there, but whatever the demand is over there in Hong Kong. So, but still, why shouldn't I get it for cheaper if I'm working with him, if I'm promoting him? You know what I mean? It's not that type of game. So that's why I personally have to worry about, I have to hopefully get it on Sideshow, because if I don't get it on Sideshow, guess what? I'm going to have to overpay somewhere else. And I've done it already. It doesn't feel good. And that's why it's frustrating for people to deal with these, with the queues and miss out on, the opportunity of getting them for retail. And this is where it gets, people get upset, people get annoyed because it's annoying. It's frustrating. It's like, oh, why you got to make this a game? But you can't blame them at the same time because of the fact that when they were losing money, they were not coming to, whether it was San Diego Comic-Con or New York Comic-Con, this is how their money was affected, because we were not ordering from them, right? We were not giving them any money. We were going overseas for everything. We were trying to get it as cheap as possible. We took them for granted that everything was going to sit and just collect dust until we would be able to get it for 50% off. So they had to figure something out, and here we are. They have to come out with a way of we need business. We need to lock in business. We're losing all the business, So now we're back, 100% back. Whoever was shopping overseas, because of whatever reason, they're back to Sideshow. That's why the queues are a problem now. If nobody was back at Sideshow, guess what? These queues wouldn't be a hit. And nobody would care because everybody would still be buying everywhere else but at Sideshow. So let me catch up with you guys real quickly. Let's see who's in here. Very, very good. We got Eric in the house. Welcome, my friend. How are you? Nice to see ya. I'm doing. Welcome. Let's see. A full English. Oh, it's a big breakfast. Gotcha. Yeah, no, I never had I had it. I was away. It was what was it? Barbados, I believe. I think it was Barbados. And it was so good. So good. Nightmare in the house. Welcome, my friend. How are you? I'm doing. I almost went live last night just for you, my friend. Literally, I really did. He wants some watermelon. Look at that. Let's give him some watermelon. I haven't given watermelon in a while. Nightmare says I want this Iron Man. I do too. I love all Iron Man. I love all repaints, and people can get bored of them and people can get annoyed with them. They're never gonna stop. They're never gonna end. It's just a matter of which suit they're gonna repaint at the moment, and it's that simple, right? It's easy money, and the Mark 7 seems to be the most generic suit to be able to repaint and make look still like an Iron Man, right? The 50, the Mark 50, and the Mark 85 are suits that are not so mainstream, right? And so that's why they're not used so much, even though they have been obviously with the neon text, right? They're still really nice suits, but more mainstream and more appealing are the 1 through 7. So this is why this is the most commonly used one for all the repaint, for most of the repaints at least. You know, you got the, even when they were plastic, even before they were die cast, all the Mark 7s were the most popular. For example, look at the Stealth. Look at the what was that white one? The what the hell was the white one called? Sub-Zero. Look at there was the Midas, the Python. So most of these, House Party Protocol figures were from the Mark 7, just retouched up, modded up. They added a little thicker armor, whether it was on the legs, the calves, the thighs, whatever it was, just to give it a little, difference. But they were all a combination of each other, Are they doing a queue for the? Absolutely, 2,500 pieces. In selected markets only, apparently. So, yeah, we're gonna have a queue. Hopefully at 1 p.m. It looks like. I'm gonna. So, guys, for those who don't know, I don't know if I should give you this tip because it's gonna backfire on me. So I'll do it after the fact. I don't want to miss out on this figure trying to be nice. Axel says, I'm starting to like it too. No, it's gonna be beautiful. Right? To me, it looks like a Python. Obviously, a Python is more gold than black. This has more black than gold. So that's why it's different, right? And the Python, don't forget, it's also plastic. This is die cast. So they're always going to be good looking Iron Man. Again, the fact that it's a chrome paint application, that is gorgeous. That's going to look gorgeous. It's a combination of chrome paints at that. You got the black chrome and you got the gold chrome. That's going to be a gorgeous piece in hand. I don't care how much you hate Iron Man. It's going to look beautiful. Next to any other Iron Man, that thing is going to pop. That thing is going to be like the Arena Boba Fett next to the prototype Boba Fett. It just that black and white contrast. You put the black and gold next to anything, right? Next to any other Iron Man. That thing is going to look sexy as hell. So if you're an Iron Man fan, it's a must-have, right? I don't know any Iron Man fan who complains about another Iron Man. They're always different. They're always very different, right? When it comes to, usually the paint application. When it comes from a movie, then obviously that's a different story. We got Jeff in the house. Welcome, my friend. How are you? Nice to see you. I'm doing selfish. This guy is selfish. Unbelievable. 89 Batman is around the corner. Yeah, that's coming out too soon. Can't wait for that. So as you can see, guys, again, a gorgeous piece. We see that they're reusing, again, nothing new, the Flash base, right? This is from the movie Flash. Obviously, it's not, they didn't just use it for the Flash. They use it for, I believe, another figure. I forget which figure though. But it looks like they're really liking these bases. They look very nice. They're fancy looking bases. Again, very basic. They light up as well, as you can see. So they can get away with giving us a bunch of repaints of a Mark 7 with these bases because they look very classy. They look very good. And they're very, very nice looking and appealing. Look at that. Look how gorgeous that looks. You're going to tell me that, oh, I don't like this. I don't want this. Again, not everybody has to love this, right? But this is gorgeous. This is beautiful, 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 beautiful. And I'm very excited for it. Look how sick. I didn't even notice this. Look how sick that is. The panel, it looks like the panel opens up and you got the inside of the thigh with the gold mechanism. That is beautiful. Look inside the calf. Also gold. That's beautiful. I hadn't even noticed any of that. So that is really, really, really nice detail in there. Another thing I wanted to note to pay attention to. So it looks like we're getting all the panels, guys, so that we would get for any Mark 7, meaning. So as you can see, the thigh panels, these are the original ones with nothing on, and here are the rocket ones. So we are getting the different paneling, which is awesome, depending on how you want to display it. That's going to come in handy. Obviously, we're probably going to get these replacements too, which are the little missiles that come out of there. There it is. So we do get those replacements as well. I don't know if we're getting the chest replacements that we got for the Mark 7. Here we go. Let's see what they're giving us. So yeah, no, we're not getting that. We're getting everything else from the Mark 7 except these replacement pieces here that we got for that pod, that Mark 7 with the pod, well, that became a pod. But everything else standard, as you can see. Again, not shocking, not surprised. I don't see why we wouldn't get any of this. So here it is, guys. I can guarantee it's going to be 400 plus. I don't see why it wouldn't be or would be, even if it's at 385, that would be shocking for a die cast. I'm going to say it's probably going to be 420, 425, something like that. Maybe even a little bit higher because of the fact that it's limited. But I can tell you this. If Hot Toys or Sideshow decides to price it at the usual diecast price, which is between like 420 and 465, depending on what it is, right? A Mark 6 that's coming out soon, that thing is like 500 and change because of the what do you call it, of the gantry, right? So you can't that doesn't count. But if you get a standard, just regular diecast figure, Iron Man, it's usually in the 400 range. So that's what I mean. If they price it at that point at 420-ish, 430-ish, to me, what that says is this. If they're pricing it at that price, which is again close to what a standard release will be, and this is called limited, right? 2,500 pieces. Price at that point, to me, all this says is we're just trying to make this quick money. There's really nothing special about this, which to a certain extent, it really isn't, right? It's just a repainted figure that we've gotten plenty of times already. But my thing is, it's just a quick way to make this quick money, and that's it. And if that's what it's about, then I can guarantee you this is going to happen very frequently with more repaints. And with that, I'm going to get into this item here that is crazy. I can't believe this is even a thing. I don't know how this was even a thing, but it's not the first time. It's not the last time. It's not something common either, which is what's a little crazy about the whole thing. But we got this guy here. Okay, so as you can see, this is a Mark III repaint. This is the new Mark III repaint, right? The one that we just got that was partly battle damage and partly regular, right? And then the new head sculpt of Tony Stark with the new hair, with the little, with the little inner pieces of hair painted on the forehead, right? So again, another repaint. What are they doing this? So obviously, like I mentioned earlier, I deal with toysforkiddos.com. They're in Hong Kong. Word from them directly was this regarding this piece specifically. So I said, hey, what's going on with the, with that 20-piece limited thing? So he says, nobody's getting that. This is a draw specifically and only for Coca-Cola. For you to enter, apparently you have to buy a ton of Coca-Cola to win, whatever. I don't know if it was a ticket for the drawing or whatever it was. So he says, nobody's getting that. He goes, whoever played the drawing with Coca-Cola are the ones who are going to be eligible for this. So he's not even getting this in the store, right? So he wouldn't be selling any of it, at least as of right now, he said. So that's what's happening with this piece. So again, this is not the first time this happens. There was another piece. It was a Mark 6. It was a Mark 6, I believe. They made it something like 13 pieces or 17 pieces worldwide for this specific, thing that Hot Toys had. And that thing was going for like $10,000 at one point. I remember because I was like, man, I want that piece so bad. I never got it, obviously. But it was nothing special. It was a combination of a Mark 6 and a new head sculpt from another figure that they just happened to add to that Mark 6 to give it that different value, to give it that different look, to give it that different, to make it eligible to call it a special piece, right? They just combined, a head sculpt from another figure for a figure that didn't have a head sculpt, and boom, there's your special piece. So they did that again years ago. Doesn't happen often with very, very small amounts like this. Like I said, I believe the very first time was something like 17 or 19 pieces, something very, very small. Now we got 20. And again, this is not mainstream. This, like I said, those were his words, not mine. Nobody's getting this unless you played the lottery, that whatever drawing that Coca-Cola's having. And he said, try checking eBay, but you guys know what's going to happen. If whoever wins it wants to put it up on eBay, that's not going to be $1,000. That's going to be $2,000, so stay tuned for that if you're interested in that. Let's see who else is in here real quickly before we continue. We got Rob. Welcome. Nice to see you. Welcome. Guys, there's 25 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button if you don't mind. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for being here as well. We got Gilbert. How are you, my friend? It says, I can tell it next year, Mark 7 Chrome Silver version exclusive. They're always going to come out, period. It's always going to be something, for whatever reason. And if you don't like it, then you don't like it, right? But if you like Iron Man and you love Iron Man, every repaint is special. Every repaint has something, special about it, that paint application that may go with, for example, now let's go back to this real quick. Hold on, where am I? Here. So, this black and gold now, I'm gonna ruin it for myself, but this is what happens, right? So this black and gold, what if you love taking pictures and you happen to have the Umbra ARC Trooper? You're going to tell me that taking pictures of this with an Umbra Trooper is not going to look badass? So that's why it's fun if you're a picture taker, right? If you're a photographer, if you like taking pictures of your figures and you like doing stuff like that, right? The ones that look alike. I started doing that with the Arena Boba Fett and the Stealth Iron Man. Then I did it with the prototype, which is the white one. And then I did it with the Sub-Zero. Then I did it with the what was it? The Mythos Boba Fett. And I used the Iron Man, I forget the name of it, the one that's all camo. Can't remember the name of it. But so I started taking pictures of those, because they look alike, right? So that's what I started doing. So my first thought was, gold and black, boom, Umbra Trooper. So that as soon as that comes in, I'm going to take pictures with those together. So it makes it fun to have the repaints if that's something you like to do. I just like having the figures, period. I don't care for the pictures. I never did care for the pictures. Now that I'm more involved in the pictures, it makes it more fun for me getting every color, Axel, I'm all of booze. This guy. Why do queues when it doesn't allow others to have a chat? Because it's Hot Toys. Sideshow is at a point now where they don't care about you anymore. They don't care that you get one for everybody. Because when they were doing that, nobody cared for them, right? When they were sitting on stock for years, nobody cared for them. Right? Their job was to provide everybody with one, and everybody was shopping elsewhere but there. So they were stuck with all this stock, right? So now that they're like, well, they don't care for us, screw them now. Now everything is going to be limited, not everything literally, but as you can see, there's a lot of limited shit coming out 24/7 because that's the new game for them to lock in some money 100% every single time. That's all it's about. So they're not going to sit there and provide everybody all of a sudden with, everybody deserves one. Absolutely not. Because again, when they were doing that, nobody gave a shit. Everybody was shopping everywhere else, overseas, pop culture, in Australia, literally everywhere else but Sideshow. So they took Sideshow for granted. Sideshow said, we're not doing this anymore. That's why everything now is waitlisted immediately. We take it as, it's a game they're playing. If they're playing a game, they're playing a game. But guess what? They're making sure that they're not sitting on stock for years and years and years, losing money on it. So that's the new game. Just like I said the very first time it happened. We got Chris in the house. How are you, my friend? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Year of the year of the reuse. Oh my god.
How dare you?
Unbelievable. BBL Glizzy. This guy. Unreal. Oh my god. Because I Hot Toys those. Oh, of course. Who believe me when I tell you, if you were Hot Toys, you would too. Because there's no reason to constantly be making new prototypes, wasting money on R&D when you have tons of product just laying there, tons of molds just laying there to be repainted 24/7. So it's very smart when it comes to business. It sucks for us if we want a newly developed toy every other week. That's a problem for us, for whoever wants that at least, right? But for Hot Toys, this is not a problem. This is the greatest solution and the easiest and the biggest moneymaker that they could have ever came up with. Obviously they're not ever making plastic anymore, so that those molds are gone, right? That's it. Everything from now on is straight. What? It's got to be die cast. Everything has to be die cast. Why go backwards? Obviously, I feel like there have been some things that have been plastic, but still, it's mostly die cast now. Why would you go backwards? New collectors may need an Iron Man regardless of color. There you go. That's another reason why. Every and another thing is we can't, and not we. I don't ever think that, but we as a community, we always feel like everything that Hot Toys makes is for us. Okay, like, oh, I didn't ask for that. That's not for you. If you didn't ask for it, that's not for you. What makes you think that they were looking for you? So that's another thing that happens in the community. It's like everybody thinks that Hot Toys is there to cater to them specifically. No, they're catering to the majority of people. And just because we don't see what majority that is, it doesn't mean that it's us. You know what I mean? That obviously means it's not us. Like, look at all these grasshopper figures that came out with the motorcycle and then the battle damage, the silver one and the black one. Great figures. That's not for us. They're still great figures. They still made their whatever. There's 60,000 of them. That's not for us. So are they Hot Toys going broke because they made those figures for somebody else? Absolutely not. So that's the thing. So we just assume that everything is for us. No, we're just a market. Okay? We're a big part of the market, but we're a market. So we can't just assume that Hot Toys is there to cater for everything we want and whatever type of whatever we want. It's not going to happen. So that's where you get your people complaining. That's where you get Hot Toys is not catering to you. Right? If you're going to complain about what the biggest toy company in 1/6 scale is doing, start your own company. It's very simple. They did it. Why can't you? Unless you don't believe in yourself, you have some self-doubt that you can't do, you can't beat the king. Look at Jazz Inc. Jazz Inc.'s been making vehicles from day one. There they are making a figure. I can guarantee you they're not saying we're going to beat Hot Toys, but they want to be in that conversation. And that's not an easy conversation to be in because we know what happened to Inart. We know what happened to J&D. So nobody has the consistency. Nobody has the manpower, the factories. Nobody has any of it. That's why everything from Inart is a disaster. That's why they can't even package the figures properly. They can't give you all your accessories properly. They show you one thing, they give you another, like that ring specifically, right? They showed a beautiful chrome gold ring, and you got a Cheerio, literally looks like a Cheerio. And most people didn't even get it packaged in there. And there was something else that was missing from another figure. But that's why it's a mess. You can't compete with that. You can't compete with the discipline, with the years of experience, again, with the manpower, with the factories. The fact that you have locations in Japan. I forget what the new one, I don't know if it was Malaysia or I forget what the other new location is. But you got Hong Kong, You got 3 to 4 in Hong Kong. You got in Japan, Toy Sapiens. You got, I forget what the other location is, but it's in Asia as well. So you're going to tell me that this company that is all over Asia, that is just a peanut company that everybody's just going to walk all over and talk bad about and put down because you suddenly are linked to another shitty company that you have to prop up for whatever reason. So you got to bring down the king. It's never going to happen. It's stupid to even try to do something like that. It's stupid to ever call Hot Toys shit, garbage, bad. It's stupid. But I know where it comes from because it comes from people who don't know shit about the company. And it comes from people who usually are attached to another shit company to make that company look better. It's that simple. It's that simple. And that's why people's feelings get hurt because they don't like hearing the truth. It's that simple. And I will always tell you guys the truth because that's what it is. That's what it is. You want to be delusional and go talk some other shit somewhere else, that's fine. But it's not, whatever you're talking about Hot Toys, it's not true. You know? They speak for themselves. Let me see. They don't care about me. They don't care about me either. Guys, at 26 of you guys, please hit that like button if you don't mind. Thank you guys for being here. Sideshow Zone owns one warehouse. When everyone was mass ordering, then canceled pre-orders, Sideshow had to rent a tour. Ooh, look at that. Imagine. We got Tragedy Tales. My God. I think it's my birthday again. No, I'm being punked. Ashton, come out. This guy, where have you been? Where have you been? Where have you been? Do you have the Christopher Robin Pooh figure from Hot Toys? I do. I have the Piglet and the Winnie the Pooh combo. It took me forever to get it. I didn't want to spend what the hell they were going for. And because I have Maleficent, because I have Belle from the Beauty and the Beast from Hot Toys. So I got all those, Disney classic figures. And I said, there's no way that I'm going to have these two and not have Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. And so that's why I bought them. I got them. I forget where I bought them. I know they were overseas. I want to say Pop Collectibles, maybe. It was something like $300 something dollars with one of his coupon codes. So I love the thing. It's like little it feels like an actual teddy bear because of that material, but they're great. I love those two figures, and they're on the same shelf of the other two. Tony Marine in the house. Welcome, my God, long time. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Look at you, my God. That was Brad saying. Brad. Oh man, here. This is for Brad. This is for Brad.
Having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
Brad. We got Derek in the house, my friend. Welcome. Let's see what else you guys are saying. All mine are MCU. So there you go. So you got collectors that strictly like movie accurate Iron Man figures. Period. They will not get a Neon Tech. They will not get an Origins. They will not get a comic book version. They could love them all they want, but just how they view their collection is strictly movie stuff. Right. So when they see their collection or look at their collection, they're like, oh, I love this movie. And this is why I got this piece because it reminds me of the movie. And this scene of the movie, this is why I have it posed this way, blah, blah, blah. So it all comes down to how you collect. There's some people who don't care. Right. They just get whatever they want because they like it. And that's it. And their collection's all over the place. And who cares? Right. They paid for it. It's their collection. That's what they want. And that's what they do. But some people are more controlled, more guided to a specific look in their collection, and Axel's one of them. He just likes movie stuff. So there you go. We have, let's see, Action Figure Academy. Welcome. Nice to see you. How you doing? Tell them, Fab, they need a good welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Axel, I'll get the reissued Mark III, which is already coming, and I'm good. Wait, what are you talking about? The Mark III was just made. The Mark III. Yeah, did we just get a Mark III with the battle damage? I don't know what you're talking about. You're confusing me. Mafia Stum, welcome. This is the first time this person's here. Nice to see ya. Thank you for being here. A bunch of inner chills complaining about this Iron Man Hot Toys is King. That the house that Iron Man built. Thank you and welcome. We're on the same team. Tuli, my friend, welcome. Nice to see you. Yes, please don't forget to hit that like button. There's 27 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here as well. Let's see. Let's see, guys. So if you're not in the queue yet, make sure you're in the queue because the queue has started officially. So get in there immediately. It says 17 minutes and 19 seconds left. So make sure you guys are in the queue at the moment. So where is it? So again, going back to this. So like I said, this is not the very first time this has happened. This is not the last time it'll happen. There will always be these promotional pieces from Hot Toys that nobody's going to go near, nobody's ever going to touch. That's just life, unless obviously you're a baller and you could go on eBay and pay the thousands of dollars that they're going to be asking for on top of tax, depending on your state, and most likely shipping, because once you get, to that level of rarity, they're going to charge you shipping because they can, and it's up to you to say, you know what, is the shipping gonna be the the turnoff and the what do you call it, and the deal breaker? I don't know. Obviously that's up to you, but that's where we're at with this piece. Let's see, let me see what you guys are saying. Q is up, absolutely. Then I'm straight with it. Axel says, how many total when you're done? I prefer the MCU Iron Man, but if something else comes out and I like it, yeah, exactly. I get, obviously I try to get everything, or at least as much as possible. I just actually placed an order for a bunch of figures. So on the way, I have the Survivor, Scout Patrol, Scout Trooper. I have the Gore coming. I have the Thor Deluxe coming. I have the Iron Man, the Wolverine Deluxe exclusive, with the new leather jacket that I still forgot to order for. I didn't forget. I was waiting to get it cheaper. And then there was something. Oh, the Spider-Man 2 black suited Spider-Man with the legs from Pop Collectibles. And there is something else that is coming. There's another figure that I'm waiting for. But I'm that's what I'm getting a bunch of those coming in. And that's what it was. The Daredevil figure from She-Hulk. The yellow suit Daredevil. So that's on its way as well. So I'm getting a whole bunch of figures coming soon. Thank God, because it feels like I haven't gotten anything in a long time. And it was about time. I haven't made a single video besides my last one was the Godfather video. And I miss making my videos, guys. Let's see who else. Axel, are you in the queue? Yes, we're in the queue. Cassandra Collins, yes. Blah, blah, blah. All right, so also, guys, let me get rid of this. Also, looks like, where is it? Yeah, so this guy is what we're waiting for right now. And it looks like, guys, bow in your face. So, like I said, we knew this was coming, right? This is not a secret. This was not a secret. This is not a left field. This is not like, oh my God, nobody knew. Look at them here, blah, 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 right? So this is the tease. So I believe, and just like Rudy said, shout out to Rudy, this is going to be part of the new Marvel wave that's coming, right? After we got so much Star Wars for the entire month of May. Now Hot Toys is breaking it up with some Marvel. Don't forget, though, that we're still waiting on Grievous. We're still waiting on Dooku. We're still waiting on whether it's a Clone Wars Grievous or a regular. I say we're getting two. We're getting one from the movie and then one from Clone Wars. I can guarantee you that. Once they make those molds, forget it. Another thing, guys, very quickly that I want to show you guys that I picked up, and I don't know if maybe you guys did back then, and maybe you forgot, but this is also probably being worked on at the moment, and it looks like it may. I mean, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. I was going to say it may affect the sales of the Hot Toys on, but I don't think so. I don't think it will at all, actually. So that's why I didn't even bother saying that. But so, guys, for those who looked into this figure, which I'm waiting to get, I am not paying, whatever this is, $265. Hell no. But I need it because I have him, and I have him, so I need her no matter what. But this is where I'm going with this. What do you guys see here? So what does that mean? This does not look like the Grievous that Sideshow already made twice by any means whatsoever, right? So as you can see, Sideshow is working on a Clone Wars Grievous as well. So, just like I told you, we are getting a Clone Wars Grievous just like we saw in the Obi-Wan picture. Once they make those molds, you better believe we're getting one from the movie as well. And like I said, I hope it's a die-cast one. It should be die-cast. But again, who knows what the hell they're going to do. So that was something I wanted to point out to you guys because it's very exciting that that they're coming out with that stuff from Sideshow. Obviously, it should be a different scale than the original one that they made. So we'll see what happens with that. But again, I noticed it, so I said, you know what? Let me tell them. Let me let them know. Let's see. Two says, Fab, scale 1 to 10. How excited are you for this Iron Man color? I like it. I like it a lot. Again, I love all the repaints, so probably a 10. I love, and one thing that also bothers me that they do, I understand why they do it because it doesn't belong. But for example, they labeled the figure Avengers, right? Because obviously that's where the Mark 7 is from. But if that's the case, right? If it's from Mark 7 from the Avengers, why not include a head sculpt? Right? Something different, something new, a different expression, and make that limited, make that valuable, and make it limited. That would be cool, in my opinion, right? To give us pieces like that don't belong with a head sculpt of Tony Stark because they're not from a movie. It's not a movie accurate figure because it's not. That repaint doesn't come from there. So add a head sculpt and make it 2,500 limited because guess what? That figure doesn't belong with a head sculpt. So you're making something better, something different, something new, something special. Imagine, and we could do this ourselves, right? You have to go out and go on eBay and buy a head sculpt and put it on that body and then have him holding that helmet. That's going to look gorgeous. That's going to look beautiful. Why not give us that as part of the package? Give us value for those 400 and change that you're going to charge us anyway and make it limited so you don't have to overspend on making 60,000 head sculpts. You know what I mean? So that's what I would like, at least, Let's see. Whatever happened to Hono? Well, they're working Hono. Hono, let me tell you something. Hono will destroy InArt. That simple. That simple. So InArt wouldn't even be a conversation to have next to Hono. Because remember that Hono is Hot Toys. So with that alone, obviously you can't compare the fact that InArt's making head sculpts, right? You can't compare that and Hot Toy and not Hot Toys. Hono is doing, the face plates or whatever, right? So you can't compare that. But already with figures, with product, everybody already expects perfection from Hono. And even if they don't get perfection for $130 something, how can you possibly complain? So you're going to tell me that InArt's going to be better than Hono? I'm telling you it's not. Remember this conversation. 8 minutes and 20 seconds left, guys. Can't wait to see this movie and how these figures turn out. Oh, they're gonna be sick. They're gonna be sick. I hope, like I said, we're gonna get some funky things. I have a feeling we should get a head sculpt, at least with the hair as a joke, but we should get it. We haven't gotten a single head sculpt from any of the Deadpool movies. I think it's about time. Obviously, to take the shortcut, they probably won't, but they should. And the fact that obviously Wolverine has to have one, they're like, oh, we don't need two figures with a head sculpt, most likely. But I hope they do make one. Thanks. I attempted to pick up the Pooh Piglet. He looks cute. Yeah, let me show you. Let me show you 1 second. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Let me zoom in real quickly. There we go. So let me remove this. So as you can see, I'm going to go one at a time so it's not a disaster. So this is Winnie the Pooh. This is magnetic. The glasses come off. So it literally feels like a stuffed animal. The thing is beautiful. I love this thing, which is why I got it to begin with. But I couldn't. Not when I saw that Hot Toys made it, I was like, "There's no way that I'm not getting this," and I got it immediately. And like I said, as soon as I saw that it was a little cheaper, because it was going for like 500 and change. His Piglet's. So it's a nice, nice little figure from the movie. From the latest movie, at least. And so I said, you know what? I need this with Maleficent and Belle just out of principle. And look at that. Just really, really nice. Just they're awesome to have. And obviously I needed them. So bow. So this is why I try to get everything because I love all that stuff. You know what I mean? I love everything about the Hot Toys, everything that they make. That's why I don't complain about them. I will complain about some of the things that they do, but never about, their product. Action Figure Academy. Serge, welcome. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Hey, I just got here. When is the Iron Man coming? We got 5 minutes and 11 seconds left. So you should be in the queue right now, my friend. If you're not, hurry up and get in there because the queue is starting very, very soon. You got 5 minutes to get in. Surge in like 10 minutes. Yep, we got 4 minutes now, guys. 4 minutes. Chris says, well, defo the figures. Yeah, no, the figures are going to look beautiful, guys. Beautiful, beautiful figures from Deadpool and Wolverine. Just put in the Hobbit. Brad loves the movie, Joker J. Cassandra Collins. Yes, guys, please. There's 26 of you guys here. Hit that like button if you don't mind. Thank you guys for being here as well. Will they make 60,000 Wolverines? I think, according to what you guys were saying, that's the standard. So. Oh man, Serge, you need to be in the side. Yes, sir. No, they're very nice. They're they're literally like little teddy bears. Very, very nice. And the fact that they're Hot Toys, that much better. Thule says never even knew Hot Toys. Yeah, well, they came out when the movie came out. And like I said, it took me a while to get them because they were so expensive. And I didn't even know they were out until like, I think about a year after. And I was like, they made this? And so I waited to get them. And like I said, I got them for 3 and change from Pop Collectibles, I believe. You're a child.
How dare you?
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Albert. Oh man. But I don't collect cute. I don't collect cute. I collect badass. That is true. But See, this is why you can't be that way in life. You got to be, you always have to have the badasses, right? But then you always got to have the cute ones, a little section of cute ones somewhere, you know, because then that means you have no heart. Oh man, love your teddy bear. Love your teddy bear. Never picking up now. Thanks. No other streamer would just up. No, absolutely. Welcome back. I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen you in forever and ever and ever. Oh man. So yeah, guys. Question for you guys. Since we got 2 minutes left. What do you guys expect from this movie? How many figures? Obviously, we don't know what's in the movie yet, right? It's just speculation and what you guys would want to see from the movie. How many figures? How many different looks of figures do you expect? How many different SKUs of figures do you expect? Do you guys expect a Wolverine with the mask on? Like the comic. What do you guys expect? Please tell me in the chat while we wait in the queue. Don't be boring either. Let me know, guys. Let me know. Don't be weird. And also, where's I'm looking for somebody to let Nefty know. Still hasn't read my messages. Unreal. Thule says, expecting 4 to 7 figures at least. Also depends on. Thank you. That's what I was wondering. You know what I mean? Because it always comes down to that. I can tell you this though. Every Deadpool movie so far has been okay, right? I think that because of the fact that it's Wolverine now, right? It's a thing. It's a comic book thing, right? That Wolverine fights Deadpool. That Wolverine fights the Hulk, right? So it's a thing, right? It comes from a comic, right? So that alone makes it a big deal because it's something directly from the comic. The fact that they're gonna fight, obviously, I'm not saying that the whole movie is gonna be them fighting each other. Clearly, it can't be, but you know they're gonna fight because they got to go back to that comic book. How awesome is that gonna be? When you got two guys fighting each other with blades and they both can't die. And the worst part is, obviously, you can't maim Wolverine, but you can maim Deadpool and he'll grow it back. So it's going to be insane. That's what I'm excited for, to see that. Uncredited says, did you already talk about the new figures from? No. Not at all. Oh my God, this guy. I just hope there's no Star Wars Iron Man or Spidey's in this movie. No Star Wars Iron Man. Well, it looks like, guys, we're in the queue. Let me see the number. It better be a good number, guys. It better be a good number. All right. Lady Pool. Yes, that would be great. That would be great. Even though, for those who don't know, a third-party company made a Lady Pool years ago, and she's very okay, right? She's not 100% like, great figure, but she looks amazing with everybody else on the shelf. So that would be a thing. That would be great. When I look close, I realized that is the figures in that poster. Definitely going to buy both. If the leaks are true, I am hoping for Magneto too. Imagine that. Can you imagine if they came out with a Magneto? I'm going to tell you this. Depending on the role of Magneto. Oh, 859. I'm getting one, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Wait. What do you mean, thank you, guys? What do you mean, thank you, guys? I clap for myself because I finally no problem getting one. Unreal. So if that's the case, right, they're not going to make everybody from the movie, right? Even if, for example, Magneto's in it, right? Why? I'm going to assume, right, just like every other movie, they don't always make everything. Even though it's a big deal character in some movies, they don't make them anyway, right? So the reason being is because of this. I think that if Magneto does appear, right, which he may, right? Why not? I don't think they would make him because even though he's obviously a villain, even though he's in the movie for, again, whatever reason, I don't think that he would be a main part of the main plot. So he may appear, he may pop up, but it doesn't mean that, oh, just because he appeared, we're going to make him. No. So that's what I think. I think they're going to pick out the best, the characters that make the most sense, the characters that I think will sell the most. And so even if we see, characters that we didn't expect, it doesn't mean, so remember this, it doesn't mean that they're going to make them, because they don't make them all the time. So, but I want to see what you guys think is coming, because I know you guys, some of you guys, I know Brad, for example, he knows more comics than, I feel like anybody. So, that's why I know you guys have some, good ideas. Wolverine in blue and yellow. That'd be sick. That's gonna be sick. Derek says 10. Number 1. He got number 10. Oh my god. Number 1. You didn't get number 1. Get out of here. 9-7. Oh, you got one, Tuli. Nice. Yeah. Down to 744. 15 minutes. Hell yeah. Wait till that price. That price is gonna be $465. Because the fact that the bases light up too, they're gonna get us with that. That light up function never fails. I can imagine quite a bit. Han Solo. Estimates wait 6 years. Thule sounds like in art. I'm at 84 already. Let us know the price right away, Anthony. Hopefully we get Dazzler and Psylocke. Those would be sick. You know who I really would love? An Angel or an Archangel. Either one. Obviously, an Archangel would be better just because he looks more badass. But an Angel figure with the actual feathered wings, beautiful. And if we get an Archangel with the die-cast wings, oh, imagine that. Obviously, they're not going to give us die-cast with those wings because it would never, it would weigh down the entire thing. But if they painted them chrome metallic, oh my God, forget it. That would be an amazing figure. Amazing. Brad wants all the X-Men. I think Hono's going to make all of the animated X-Men, period. I think it's going to be a never-ending thing with them. I think we're going to probably get more X-Men figures than we think. The other thing regarding Hono is, do you guys think that this company is going to be strictly about only the X-Men, or you think they're going to get into something else? Because right now it looks like that's all they're doing until they announce something different that they're getting into, right? So where do you guys think that they're going to, because they already teased that they're doing a bunch of them. So do you guys think that they're just going to make that and then get into another line? Or you guys think they're going to do season 2, they're going to do season 3 and all that stuff? I'm at 250. 446. There you go. I said 420 and 460. So 446 shipping and taxes. So there you go. Just like I said, they're always going to be at that price point because it's easy money. It's easy money. And you're going to be the one who doesn't have the rare one. Now, at that price, do you know what that's going to be overseas? It's going to be stupid expensive. I'm at 100 right now, guys. So that's what's going to happen. You're just going to have to overpay overseas, and it's going to suck. So that's why everybody goes to Sideshow now, because you want to pay retail, which is the cheapest, at least at the moment. Not everybody, and another problem is not everybody gets these figures. You don't have pop culture getting these figures. You don't have, other places that people, Big Bad Toy Store getting these figures. So it locks you into Sideshow because they're exclusives. And Hot Toys will always give Sideshow everything exclusive over anybody else. Clearly, everybody knows that. I'm at 36, guys. Less than a minute left. 36. Oh, here I go. Let's go. $400. $400. Let's go. All right, guys. Not eligible for promos. That's another thing they're doing. So they don't even allow you to use coupon codes for whatever reason because they don't want you to. It's just that simple, you know? So total is $455. Let's see. I got it, guys. I got it. So yeah, so 465 or whatever I said, 455. So yeah, beautiful. So as you can see, 455 was the total. 455.70. So yeah, guys, beautiful. Beautiful. What was the deposit? Oh, $40. Yeah, $40. God, they don't play. They don't play with that deposit. Who got it? Let me know who got it. Oh, there you go. Jeff got it. Hermoine. Also, guys, if you don't know the news, yes, Hermoine is up for pre-order. What about? I got my 2. How'd you get 2? Unreal. Jeff got it. Pew, 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 pew. Let's see. Bow. All right. So that's awesome. Carlos, my friend, welcome. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. I didn't think you were going to make it.
Charlie, my friend, Charlie Brigante, how you doing?
Welcome. Thank you for stopping by, my friend. Have a good day at work, my friend. Thank you. Who needs one? Yeah, a lot of people are going to need one, guys. So I know the Thor was going to try to get one just in case anybody needed one. I think William was also getting one. William Cote was getting one also, I think. So there's plenty of people who didn't want it but got it. So hopefully you know somebody that you could get it from because but I have a feeling if the Commandos, let me tell you something. If the Commandos are still getting converted, right? A lot of people are getting their waitlisted converted for that specific figure. I still haven't gotten mine. I don't own a Commando. I didn't even get an order for a Commando, hoping that my waitlist will convert. So I think that a lot of people will get their conversion to. I mean, the difference is it's an Iron Man. An Iron Man is more popular than a Commando trooper. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm like, but I feel like they made more than 2,500. Period. You know what I mean? I feel like they did. In Hong Kong, let me tell you something. In Hong Kong, apparently they got 300 Commando troopers. 300 in Hong Kong. Toys for Kiddos has sold out of them at least 4 times. Obviously, I'm not saying he gets hundreds, but he's getting, at first he always gets 2. They sold out. Then he got another one. That sold out. Then he got another one. That sold out. So they're still available. If you go to toysforkiddos.com right now, you can buy one right now for $403. So it's like, what's really happening with these 300 pieces? Does it come down to popularity, or does it come down to are they really making 300 pieces for Hong Kong? Right? That's the question. So that's what it's like. Do you really believe all this limited stuff? Do you really believe that? How would we ever track this? How would we ever know? You know, we would never know. At least from Sideshow. Obviously, for what Hot Toys does is obviously going to be more than 2,500. But for Sideshow, you think they're only going to be, I don't know, man. I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. Something's fishy. Tuli got his. Me Too pass. Oh my God. Got it. Oh, he got it. Albert got it. Anthony said, I got 2 of them willing to let. Wait, I got 2 of them. How? Wait, how? How did you get 2? That's awesome. Yes, guys, if you haven't joined the channel, please join the channel. We have an amazing group. Congrats to everyone. Beautiful figure. Don't be disrespectful, Joker J. he's like, I don't want to be that guy to put down the figure that everybody likes. So let me be nice.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Joker J. He's like, God bless you, everybody. Oh my God. Got the Iron Man. Everybody, only 2,500. I don't think so, man. I'm telling you, I don't think so. I don't think so. Won't know. You gotta have faith. Oh my God. Not letting get. Oh, that means you're almost at the end, my friend. Well, Axel, as you can see, Anthony's got 2. So worst case scenario, you already got 1 locked in, my friend. So don't stress out if you don't get it. I got my black and gold. Thank the rotting thumb. Unbelievable. First time I'm genuinely sincere and I get black. he said first time.
I don't think so.
He said the first time. Unbelievable. I knew that wasn't. Oh my God. Oh, Nightmare got one. That's awesome. See, I'm telling you. Let me tell you something. The fact that every other figure, I'm at number 3,000 when there's only 1,400 of them available. And now there's 2,500 and I'm number 800 and change. Like, what's the problem? This is already the second one I'm able to get by myself. For whatever reason, I can never get any of them. You know, so it's weird. Something weird's going on. Something's weird's going on. Oh my God. Brad just went inside, so they're still available. This guy. Brad did not do any of that. Brad is waiting on the queue for Hermione to go on pre-order again. Oh man. Hermione. Right, Brad? How do you say? What's your girlfriend's name? Hermione. Oh man. Brad. How dare you? Let me see. Let's see. For Deadpool and Wolverine, I will order all of them, even if the movie sucks. Thank you. That's another thing. Okay. Most likely the movie won't suck. I could tell you that, right? Why? Now that you have all this multiverse travel and all this multiverse stuff, the reason why it's cool and appealing is because you see things that you never thought you would ever see in a movie, right? Like, for example, we saw the Illuminati in Multiverse of Madness. When would we ever see that any other way? Never. Do you know how long it would take for them to have to introduce these people and to start from scratch to introduce that storyline? It would take forever, you know? So that's why it's cool, right? That's what makes these movies fun to watch, because it's like, oh, you're going to see some crazy shit that you've never seen before, right? Because that's the whole point of the multiverse. You're going to see things that don't belong to that specific, verse. So that's why I don't think it's going to suck. But I could tell you this. Any figure coming out of that movie, it's got to be a must-have figure. I can tell you one figure that Hot Toys missed out on making was a Juggernaut from the Deadpool 2 movie. That would have been a figure. They've done a Hulkbuster. They've done a what do you call it? They've done an Ironmonger, right? Again, these are robots, right? These are robotic figures. This is not a body. You're going to tell me that Hot Toys can't make a big body, a big arm, just like they make a Thor arm? You can't make a big arm? Of course they can. So they missed out a huge opportunity on that. That would have been a great. Oh, don't forget Spider-Man 2 Venom. How massive is that figure? 18 inches tall. Thing is massive. You're going to tell me that, oh, another figure that Hot Toys made that a lot of people don't even know exists. So this is a combination figure of, this is a collaboration of Artist Mix, Instinct Toy, and Hot Toys. Look at the arm. You're going to tell me that you can't do this for a Juggernaut? Of course you can. You do this. You do this. And you can't do a 1/6 scale figure like this, because this is what the Juggernaut would look like. This size, this height, this mass. Obviously with the helmet and all that stuff, but it would be something like this. Why wouldn't they do something like this? It's easy for them to do stuff like this, you know? So that's my problem with Hot Toys sometimes. It's like you can make figures that will make you a lot of money, and for some reason you don't bother with them. And that's why Toys Era came out and made the red one, made the yellow one, and those things sold out very well. They sold very well, and people were looking for them after the fact years later. And I know that because I bought 2 of them. And when they sold out, I sold mine, I want to say a year or 2 later. No, a year later for, I forget how much more than what I paid for. Maybe $50 more, $100 more, whatever it was. But so that's how I know it was a good figure, right? But Hot Toys would have obviously made it way better than that. Thule says, I think folks are just Iron Man out at this point. Well, again, if you're not an Iron Man fan, you're going to get bored. You're going to get bored because it's all going to be the 1 through 7 suits, always repainted or always redone. We've gotten how many Mark IIIs already? We got plastic Mark IIIs. We got a regular plastic Mark III. We got a battle damage Mark III. Then we got the Stealth Mark III, which is that bluish, greenish one, or that teal one. Then we got the red Mark III, the original funky looking one, the first die-cast one. Now we got the Mark III 2.0. So it's always going to be the same thing, repaint. How many Mark Vs have we gotten already? Exactly. So if you're not an Iron Man fan, you're going to get bored. It's always going to be the same thing over and over and over and over. The Tony Stark head sculpt is going to have a different expression. The Tony Stark head sculpt is going to be bloody. The Tony Stark head sculpt is going to be clean. The Tony Stark's head sculpt is going to have a different type of hairstyle. It's the same thing over and over and over. And then when Hot Toys wants to get fancy, they throw in a repaint just to make it cool and edgy and special. That's it. So there's nothing to look forward to. There's nothing coming that it's like, oh my God, this is so mind-blowing. There's nothing special to come from Iron Man, right? Unless they come out with the figures like the those Transformers that nobody cared for. Black Panther's out. It's still sitting, and I can guarantee you that's going to sit for a long time because who are they making that for? Again, it ain't for me. It's for somebody, but it's going to sit there for a while. You know? So this is what I'm talking about. So they could come out of left field with things like that to change it up a little bit, and people are going to go, nah, that's stupid. Why would I want a Black Panther Transformer? Why would I want an Iron Man Transformer? That's retarded. Why would I buy that? So that's the problem. So when Hot Toys tries to give you something different, you complain about it because what the hell is this garbage? But then when they stick to 1 through 6, you know, original, classic, and repaints, oh, this again, oh, this again, oh, so then you don't like Iron Man. You can't possibly like Iron Man if that's your reaction to every Iron Man that comes out. It's that simple, you know? So that's the problem. Fabs, her loin, her loin. Oh man. Eric says, I say in the Deadpool and Wolverine, hopefully at least 4 to 6 figures or more. It's a big movie. It's a big deal movie again because it's a movie that comes from the comics, right? Even though every movie to a certain extent is taken from the comics, right? All the characters are from the comics. It's just obviously every storyline isn't from a comic. It's usually from a comic, but changed somewhat, right? So because this, the fact that it's both of them together, the fact that Hugh Jackman, which everybody thought, oh, he's done with Wolverine, he's too old to be Wolverine, blah blah blah, and now he's back. Not only is he back, but he's back with the yellow and blue suit that is the most iconic suit that everybody has been wanting him to appear in. The fact that in the end of the Wolverine, when he fought the Silver Samurai, would they leave us hanging with I forget her name, the girl with the blade with the sword, gives him the briefcase with the mask in it. So we've all been dying to get this figure with the mask on, period. So I think that it has to come out in this movie. It has to happen in this movie. And that is going to be one of the, I believe, at least I want to believe, that's going to be the special edition exclusive piece. And I'm going to tell you why. Look at what they did with Thor Love and Thunder Thor figure, right? The deluxe figure comes with whatever, and you can only get the powered up Thor head, right? The one that's useless, the one that looks cool, right? But it's not his face with that deluxe. You can't get it with the standard. And also the arms. Remember, he comes with the swappable arms, the interchangeable arms, right? The God mode arms, and then the bear arms. I can guarantee you that's going to happen with this figure as well. Remember that in the previews, in the commercials, right? In the trailers, they show him with the bear arms, and then as you can see, they show you also with him with his arms completely covered. So those two looks are coming 100%. Period. Just like the Thor, you're going to get the bare arms deluxe, right? So that's how you're going to be able to get the arms, or the other way around, right? He comes with the bare arms, and then to get the covered arms, you have to buy the deluxe. And you're going to have most likely some type of exclusive piece from the movie, or that's most likely going to be the exclusive piece, which is the mask, because obviously that's that's what everybody's been dying for, to display with any Wolverine figure. S-Kings, for those who don't know, S-Kings is a customizer that usually makes head sculpts. He made, I don't know who the person is or who they are, but he made a Wolverine figure head sculpt with that mask on, 2 expressions. One was a regular expression, no expression, and then one was the angry expression. Let me tell you something. You can't find those head sculpts anywhere right now. I've been looking to get one. I remember when they came out. I'm not, into constantly buying things for my figures. I love, I'm a Hot Toys purist. I love how they come. I don't try to modify too much of them. I don't try to do too much to them. So I missed out on that. I missed out on the original Miles Morales head sculpt that they made as well. That looks incredible with the Hot Toys figure. So because I'm not that type of collector, I missed out on these figures. And when I wanted them, it's like, where are they? They don't exist. So because of the popularity of of that specific look of that figure, it has to be, included in this movie one way or another. And I think that when that happens in the movie, I think people are going to lose their minds, because it's an iconic scene. It's an iconic thing of Wolverine. And again, like I said, it's the one main thing that we're waiting for on a Wolverine figure. We've gotten every single Wolverine from every single figure, starting Wolverine, X-Men Origins Wolverine, and we've never gotten hints at any of that. The closest one was Days of Future Past, with that orangey suit and his hair and the little piece of hair coming out. That was the closest they ever got to this original classic suit, the bright yellow suit. But they never got this close. So this is why this is going to be such a big deal. And it is such a big deal. Even just like Nightmare had said earlier, even if the movie sucks, you're going to tell me that, number one, you're not going to get a Hugh Jackman yellow and blue Wolverine figure. You're going to miss out on that? Really? Obviously, if you do, then you're not a fan, which is okay, right? It's not for you. It's not for you. But I can tell you, any Wolverine fan, period, you're not going to want to miss out on having Hugh Jackman with that suit #1, because that's a Wolverine, just like Robert Downey Jr. is our Tony Stark, right? So that's why it's such a big deal. So the movie, to some people, right, isn't going to even matter. I could tell you that movie could be garbage, and I'm still getting the figures, because the figures are going to be classic figures. And I have a feeling that when these figures come out, I think we're going to get special editions of these figures too. I have a feeling that we may even get DXs at some point, just to make them that much more special, to make that extra little bit of money on these figures, because of the fact that, again, it's a big blockbuster. At least it should be a blockbuster type of movie. The tan and brown Wolverine was Bradstreet. Well, that's the one I'm talking about. That's the closest one they got to the yellow suit, and it was off. It was an off yellow, orange, brown, tan, whatever the hell it was. Thule says, "I'm still this guy, unbelievable." Yes, the brown suit's much better. I'll get the variant. I think people might be holding out to see what is announced this summer. They are always correct. That's another thing. So we're gonna get bombarded with a bunch of stuff. Another problem with these Wolverine and Deadpool figures, they're Marvel, right? They're Marvel figures. What does that mean? They're most likely going to sit for a while unless they decide to make them limited. I can tell you there's nothing limited coming from this, because it's a movie masterpiece. It has to be a movie masterpiece, right? So unless they come out with a left field, limited exclusive for the movie, then that's how they make extra money on that, which is a huge possibility. They could come out with some type of variant, some type of different color, Deadpool, Wolverine, whatever they need to do to make that money. What are they going to do? They branded Deadpool, Wolverine, just like they just did the black and gold Avengers Mark 7, right? It has nothing to do with Avengers, but because it's the Mark 7 suit from Avengers, they're able to label it Avengers. So they'll label another variant, Deadpool and Wolverine, limited, and who's going to say no? So believe it when I tell you these figures are going to sit for a bit. Obviously, you're going to have your hardcore fans pre-order immediately, but they're going to sit even after they're released, unless they didn't make a ton of them, which I doubt. Again, a movie masterpiece is usually their mainstream release. This is what they make the most of. So that's where I'm at with that. Again, are they going to be popular? Yes, but it doesn't mean that they're going to sell out immediately, just because, again, look at the history of, at least lately, right? Look at the history of all of the Marvel figures that are just sitting because they just were overmade, Derek says, I want Professor X with the chair. That's a classic look that I think, believe it or not, if Hono decides to get into also, vehicles and stuff like that, I can guarantee you that it'll come from there, from the animated series, before anything else. I don't think they would ever go backwards and make it from the Illuminati, from Multiverse of Madness. It wouldn't make sense, right? If that were the case, it would make all of them. So I think if when it comes to movie stuff, it's gonna come out for any X-Men movie that he appears in the wheelchair, eventually, whenever that happens to be. But when it comes to the animated cartoon, the X-Men 97, I think that, again, if Hono decides to make vehicles, it'll come from that. Gilbert says, the only Iron Man what I still wanted is the Mark 50 suit up version and BD armor. Yeah, the 50 is beautiful. The 50 is really, really nice. Nathan Hernandez, no spoilers. No, we don't know what's happening. I'm just speculating and what do you call it? And hoping and guessing. The problem with my speculation and my guessing and my hoping is that I'm usually right.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Welcome, my friend. Nice to see you. We got Albert says that Thor helmet is horrendous. Well, so my goal is, obviously, I only ordered one deluxe. I definitely want to get two. I have to get both looks out of it. So what I'm doing is I'm going. Obviously, I got the deluxe already, but I'm getting a second one, just regular look, to get both looks. I thought that that powered up head sculpt was something completely different, and it's just literally just like a nothing head sculpt. And I was like, oh, that's it. So I still want the look, but that's why I only ordered one, because I'm going to get the second Thor, later on. Iron Dude, welcome. New name here. Nice to see ya. Welcome. Hello. Do you ever give away the figs? No, not at all. This sounds like a comment that would come from Brad.
Yikes.
Welcome. I am excited for X-Men. I love Morph. Yes. And thanks to Morph, we're going to get a whole bunch of figures that appeared already in season 1 that, may not appear in season 2. So thanks to Morph, we'll get a bunch of different characters over time, I guess. I love Morph. I'm also loving the Acolyte. Anything Queen is. We got Rudy in the house. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Says, why are you hating on Marvel? I'm not hating on Marvel. I'm not hating my. Why are you hating on Hot Toys with your constant purchases of 108 toys? 108 toys is in your DNA. Brad in the house. Welcome. How are you doing? Nice to see you, Bradley. Bradley Cooper. Welcome. Fabs holding up for the artist and Wolverine. This guy, unbelievable. I really like the Jazzing stuff that's coming out recently, starting to really get into 1/6 scale. Glad to see a company able to compete with. Well, my friend, I apologize, and I'm sorry to tell you this, but there is no competition there. I am sorry, my friend.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Oh my God. Nathan says, on behalf of absolutely nobody. Oh my God. That Thor looks awesome. Don't lie. No, I what did I say? See?
How dare you?
Oh, Rudy. Oh, Rudy. Oh, Rudy. Rudy. Brad Whip. Man. Fabs, I'll holler at you later. Got it. All right, man. I'll talk to you later. Thank you for being here, my friend. Rudy. Unbelievable. No one loves the Acolyte. It's mathematical. Imposterous. Unbelievable.
How dare you?
Do that. Oh my God. Iron Dude is off to a bad. Oh my God, you guys. Acolyte, I thought, was good. No, hey, guys, if you like Acolyte, if you love Acolyte, there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong. If you love it, that's awesome. I watched the first 2 episodes. And we had thank you guys. Also, thank you guys for those who stayed backstage. We had a watch party. We actually had a lot of fun. You couldn't hear anything, but it was fun. So we're gonna try it again for next episode. Hopefully, I just couldn't get the sound to go on the StreamYard, but I think that if I put the speaker on the microphone, it'll work. So we're gonna try next time. But Iron Dude, there's nothing wrong with you liking the Acolyte. Why you? It sounds like you're looking like to see who else likes it. Whoever likes it, please let them know who likes it. There's nothing wrong with it, whether you like it or dislike it. There's no problem. You know what I mean? Cassandra, here we go. Oh my God. I would buy an artisan edition of Wade. Well, yeah, exactly. That would be, and that's what I think they're doing with just the standard figure. I think they have to make a head sculpt at this point. It should be, again, the last figure from Deadpool, at least I would think, right? At least from his movie, right? Unless they come out with other things where they, include him in. Then that's a different story. But from his movie being the third one and probably last, why wouldn't they give us a head sculpt for him? And somebody's going to nail that burned head sculpt from that movie. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And the fact that he appears with that wig on, that much better. So yes, absolutely, I'm with you on that 100%. And because I don't think they'll do the artisan because of the type of hair that is kind of short. But if they do, you better believe I'm in. Iron Dude's just playing. On Carter says Ahsoka versus the Acolyte. Nobody wins. If I just posted a Facebook page about the Teenage Mutant last round. Ooh, nice. Thank you. Yeah, I saw that they're making the movie. That'd be sick. Well, it's gonna be sick. Acolyte, the pride of Star Wars. Is real wars. You guys are insane. Not seen it, but yet. Not seen it yet, but want to. Acolyte is better than anything from original trilogy. Star Wars is heading in the right direction, in my opinion. Now I know you're trolling. Now I know you're trolling. It's really empowering. Yeah, now he's joking. He's joking. Wait, Faz, you didn't like? No, it's not that I didn't like it. Like I said, now I'm just waiting to see where this is going. Right? They get you hooked with that first fighting scene. So you're like, oh, look, Jedi, cool, right? And that's how you get hooked. But I'm not judging it, right? I'm watching it to see what happens. Like I said, now I want to see where this is going. They showed you that Marek looking guy that looks like an Inquisitor too. So I want to see what that's about. But when it comes to like loving it or hating it, neither. I'm watching the show to see what happens. Am I expecting, greatness? No. Am I expecting failure? No. But the talk of what's been going on and the fact that they had to rewrite things to make it better doesn't say much, right? That means they started off very badly and they try to tweak it. So, but I'm not judging the show. It is what it is. It's another show. It's not going to affect my life or ruin my life, whether I like it or hate it or watch it or don't watch it. It is what it is. You guys ban Iron. You guys are crazy. Iron Dude imposter. Oh my god. You said run giveaway. Acolyte, Matrix, and Star Wars combo. You guys, I'm judging it. It's about to get even more proud. You guys are crazy. You guys are nuts. We found a troll. They're not like us. Yeah, no, he's definitely trolling. He cannot be. This is not real. That's definitely a burner. He's bored. I'm probably the only one streaming right now. So he's like, you know what? Let's go push some buttons right now. So, guys, we're out of here. So we'll see you back tomorrow. Hopefully, Mike is back from wherever he went. I think he stopped. He took a break from collecting for a week. But like I said, we'll be back at 8:30, 8:45-ish, depending, when I'm free. So as always, guys, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.